Greetings, my fellow gamers. It is I, Wraith King, bringing you news from beyond the mirror, from the other world. And today we are checking out the newest update for Hearthstone, and I am really excited to share you guys this newest update because first of all, a lot of cool things have been happening this week for Hearthstone and many other games. So I'm going to make a lot of game reviews this week, so stay tuned, alright? But Hearthstone, oh my goodness, this update is fantastic. First of all, free adventure. This is the first time I've seen a real free adventure, full free adventure from Hearthstone. I can really tell that they're really listening to their fans. They're really listening to their community. Because a lot of people have been wanting something like that. A lot of people have, because the truth is not everybody can actually afford to play through the adventure. And when you don't play through the adventure mode, and you don't save up gold or you don't pay for anything in the adventure mode, you're missing out on a lot of important cards. And I feel like they don't award you special cards this time with this adventure. They do give you really cool rewards though if you do complete the adventure. With this expansion though, I really do appreciate that they're really upgrading the way you get cards. That's another thing I wanted to talk about. But this adventure is really cool, and one thing I really like about it is the Lich King has finally been added to the game. Oh my goodness, the Lich King is one of my favorite characters from the universe of World of Warcraft. He is a really good friend of mine. I really love the Lich King. He is partially the reason I called myself Wraith King, but I'll get to that later. I'll talk to you guys more about how exactly I've gotten my name a little later. But anyways, right now we're going to talk a little more about the Death Knights. The Death Knights are probably the most fascinating update the developers have ever added to this game. And the reason that is because, first of all, you get a free Death Knight just by playing the first level of the adventure, and that's a pretty much guaranteed win. So if you're worried about beating that first level of adventure, oh, is it too hard? Will I not be able to beat it? Trust me, you'll be able to beat it. But alright, you get a free Death Knight, which is a legendary card, if you complete the first level of the adventure. And they gave me some really cool Death Knights. Not only did I get a Death Knight through normal card packs, I've gotten a really good Death Knight. I'm actually thinking about making another card set with that Death Knight in particular. I'll be getting to him in a minute. But right now, I want to talk to you guys about my favorite Death Knight, and that is the Paladin's Death Knight. The Paladin's Death Knight is so cool. This is probably one of my favorite cards, if not my most favorite card in the game. Why is that? First of all, I want to show you guys what his hero power does. What these Death Knight cards do is they switch your hero power, and they switch the appearance of your hero power, and they also have a battle cry. His battle cry is he equips a weapon that's 5 attack and has 3 durability, and it has lifesteal on it. But his hero power is my favorite part. What he does is he summons a horseman, one of the 4 horsemen, and it's going to cost you 2. And once you summon all 4 of the horsemen, you will just all-out win the game. Just instant win. It destroys your hero, the opponent's hero. It just completely just wins you the game. I'm not lying about that. 4 times. Use your hero power 4 times. And the thing about this is there are cards that can refresh your hero power. I'm trying to remember what the name is for those cards. but I have to remember. I know what they look like. I know what those cards look like. One of them's sort of mage class, so we'll forget about that one. But there is another epic that is a all-around card. It's a part of the basic build, so I can add them to any class. So there's that card, and I think there's another one too, but there are cards that can reset your hero power. So you might want to throw those in here with the Paladin, because you want to get all 4 of the horsemen out as fast as possible, because that's an insta-win. Another thing about this Paladin class that makes the adventure mode so easy, I'm actually thinking about not using him for the adventure mode, because it just makes it way too easy. Way too easy. Just because, first of all, the bosses that are in adventure mode, they fight a certain way, and not all of them are going to attack the Death Knights. They're not going to do that, especially when there's a chance to deal direct damage to you. They may not attack the horsemen, and since they all fight in a certain way, you can get the 4 horsemen out there really quick, and they're just going to lose. So no matter what those bosses do in adventure mode, just find a way to get your 4 horsemen down on the battlefield, and it's game, no matter who they are, Lich King or not. Let's take a look at the Hunter's Death Knight. The Hunter's Death Knight is my absolutely favorite. Not only is his Death Knight one of my favorite Death Knights, but his cards. the Hunter's new cards are just so awesome. They're just so cool. And his Death Knight just complements that. I got this through packs, and I am incredibly lucky to get it, because I haven't even reached the 10 packs yet. So yeah, I got him completely out of luck. Oh, that's something else I wanted to mention about this update before I start talking about him. If you get 10 packs, you get a guaranteed legend on the 10th pack. So that's something else that they changed on this game that I really do appreciate. I really do appreciate that they've added that to this game, because it was really hard to get a legendary in general. And there are so many legendaries. And I'm glad that they finally made it a little bit easier for the player to get new legendary characters, because the truth is, when you're a new player and you just jump into this game, it's going to be freaking impossible for you to do anything. At least it was for me, but now it'll be a lot easier. Alright, let's take a look at the Deathstalker Rexar. Now, this is a really cool Death Knight. His hero power is my favorite hero power among the Death Knights. I've said so many times that, oh, this is my favorite card. Oh, this is my favorite card. That's my favorite card. I'm sorry. I have so many favorites on this game. Really, I do. And every update, they keep adding these amazing cards that do such interesting things that I can't help but say, ooh, this is my favorite card. No, this is my favorite card. I can't help but do that, because all of these cards are just awesome. And let me tell you why this card is so cool. I love zombies, first of all. I love zombies. Every time you mention zombie or undead, it's just cool. It just seems cool to me. So, the zombies are my favorite creatures, and what his hero power does is you can create a zombie. And what does that mean, though, to create a zombie? What exactly does that mean? Oh, okay, let me give you a demonstration on what this actually means. You get the choice of 2 beasts. Say you have the bear shark here. Say you get the bear shark here. Your first choice is the bear shark. You will get all of the bear shark's effects mixed with another random card. Like, say you get another random beast, rather. Say you get this guy right here. His stats will be mixed with the bear shark stats, including cost, though. So that card will have can't be targeted by hero powers, and he will have the additional effect of your death rattle cards will cost 2 less. Another really cool, crazy thing here. Another really crazy thing about that is what kind of zombies you can make. I've seen an 8/10 taunt with lifesteal. And that's ridiculous. It was crazy when I saw that. An 8/10 with taunt and lifesteal. That is insane. All of their stats, but at the same time, their cost does mix, so it will be an expensive card. So make sure you choose what kind of zombie wisely you want to make, because the cost will be very expensive. But that is really, really cool. I don't know how many times one freaking zombie changed the entire game for me. It was ridiculous. I had a zombie with, as I said before, he didn't have 10 health, and he didn't have taunt, but he did have lifesteal, and he did have 8 attack. I can't remember who it was. I think it was, oh yeah, it was the bear shark, and it was mixed with something else, and whatever it was had lifesteal. I can't remember what it was, but it was ridiculous. My opponent couldn't do jack squat about him, because first of all, he couldn't be targeted by spells. He couldn't do anything about him, so he had to trade minions with that bear shark. So every time he attacked him with a minion, I was getting 8 health back, and that completely changed the tide of battle for me. This is probably one of the best right here. This Death Knight right here, next to he's probably one of the best next to Jaina. Next to Jaina's Death Knight, but I'll be getting to that. That'll be the last Death Knight I talk to you guys about. The rest I'll be talking about in other videos, because this is already dragging on a really, really long time. I'm already almost out of time. That is crazy. But yeah, this is a really cool Death Knight. This is the one you guys are going to want to get because he can be so effective. And the fact that he only costs 6, that really does change the tide of battle fast. Oh, I almost forgot to mention his Battle Cry. What his Battle Cry does is he deals damage to all enemy minions. 2 damage, if I'm correct. And that is pretty effective. That's really effective. So he can really change the tide of battle if you use him correctly. But alright, let's take a look at the Frost Lich Jaina. What is wrong with my mic? Why is it so muffled? Hang on a second. There we go. It should be sounding a little bit better now. But alright, what does the Frost Lich Jaina do? She summons, with her Battle Cry, she summons a 3/6 water element. Now, here's the interesting half. She also gives every elemental you have, this entire game, lifesteal. Every elemental you have, whether you've gotten it from your opponent or you've gotten it from a portal, no matter what it is, you will have lifesteal on that elemental. So this is really going to help out with elemental builds concerning the mage. The mage's elemental builds before kind of sucked because the legendary the mage had before wasn't exactly all that great. The elemental legendary just wasn't that good because all it was is just gives you a 10-10. That's pretty much it. It wasn't anything too great about that. It wasn't anything really all that cool. But with this legendary here, her Death Knight, it really does complement the elementals. It really does work with the elementals. Not only does her Battle Cry work with elementals, but her Icy Touch hero power. This is fantastic. I really do like this hero power. What this does is she deals 1 damage, and if that kills an enemy minion, it will summon a water elemental. Now, as I said before, her Battle Cry is give all elementals you have this entire game lifesteal. So every time you kill a minion with her hero power, it will give you an elemental with freeze and lifesteal. So that is very deadly. That is incredibly deadly. Very, very powerful. Very powerful. But in order to counter this, you would just have to take out those elementals before she really gets to work on them. Because I'm telling you, that's going to be pretty powerful. That's going to be almost OP right there. Now, let's talk about, you know what, I'm not going to try to pronounce that name because you guys know how terrible I am with names. So I'm not going to try to pronounce her name. But okay, what she does, this dragon here, is she summons 2 frozen champions. Now, what these frozen champions are is they are 0/1 creatures. If they are destroyed, they will add a legendary minion, a random legendary minion, to your hand. Now, that is very, very strong. That gives you pretty much 3 legendaries right there, including her. So, what does this mean exactly, though? And how are you going to destroy those 0/1 minions? Well, first of all, we all know that the mage has a hero power that allows her to deal 1 damage to any minion or hero she chooses to use her hero power on. So, saying that those 0/1 minions that she summons, this legendary summons, you can take them out as soon as you use this legendary because she only costs 8 and those minions only have 1 health, so you should be able to take them out quite easily. And if you have already used your Frost Lich Jaina the last turn, and then you decided to use that legendary right there in the next turn, her right here, you can destroy one of the frozen champions, get a random legendary in your hand, and at the same time have a 3/6 Frost Elemental on board with lifesteal. So that's a really good combo right there for her. So yeah, this is a really cool Death Knight. Really cool Death Knight. And no pun intended when I say really cool Death Knight. I really wasn't looking to do that. I really wasn't. So sorry about that corny joke. I know it was corny. I wasn't trying to say that. I really wasn't. But yeah, I really do like this new legendary. I wish I could show you guys the other ones, but I really don't want this to drag on forever because talking really does get boring. I want to show you guys some gameplay real quick. The only thing that is kind of silly about this game is the fact that you draw the wrong card so many times and that costs you the game. That's the only downside about this freaking game. Only if the developers added that one thing that would make this game 1,000 times better. Cards or no cards. I honestly would have been happier with an update that simply changed the way the game works. That would have been fantastic. If only I could be drawing the right cards the way I want them to. Say I want Bear Shark, I can just pick Bear Shark out of my deck and put him onto the battlefield. If they did something like that, that would be fine. But I'm just a little bit sick, just a little bit sick of the way the game works. Just a little. The developers just need to change that one thing, and this is an A+ game. This actually would be my favorite game if they only changed that, but no! No, they don't want to do that. Okay. That's alright, that's okay. I'm gonna try to have a little more fun with this one. Try to play this the best way I possibly can. Alright. I guess I can throw Bear Shark out there. I guess I can throw him down. I guess it doesn't matter what I attack as long as I attack. Alright. Because that thing's just going to heal at whatever I attack up. So, I'm going to take that out next turn, though. So don't worry about that. Bear Shark's going to handle that easily. One thing about this game that's really, really hard to do is keep up decent commentary. It really is hard to do. Because sometimes your opponent is really, really slow. It's hard to get used to that, but you know what? It's fine. It's fine. He can be slow all he wants. I have all the time in the world. It's a game! Play it!
Out of my jungle.
Keep playing the game! Finally! Oh.
One very boring game later. The eternal hunt has begun.
That animation is just so cool. It's just too cool for words, man. That's just so cool. I really do like that animation. The Hearthstone devs, they really do work hard with their card animations, they do the voice acting and everything. But like I said, they just really need to change that one thing that makes this game irritating. It's the fact that you could lose because you did not draw the right card. If this game was solely based on strategy, I'm telling you, my fellow gamers, it would be incredibly popular. Everyone would be playing it. It'd be more popular than Clash Royale, and that's the most famous game that's probably out of the market. I wouldn't be surprised if it's the most famous game in general. I think I should give him Poisonous, because Poisonous is going to be quite helpful to me. Alright, let's use another one of these guys. Let's take him. Let's take that guy, because Poisonous and Charge is fantastic. That's an excellent combo. And I should have enough for that combo next turn, if he summons anything big. Yep. Big. So, alright. I should have enough for that combo. Gonna give up after this one, because this is a pretty crazy play. I bet he has... Oh, wait. I don't think the Priest's Death Knight can do anything about what's happening right now on the board, because I think my minions have to be over 5 attack for them actually to do anything. Alright, I got a couple of things to do this. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Well... No, never mind. I was gonna say, probably have another Poisonous minion in there, but I don't know if it's gonna work. Let's see. Let's just see, though. Let's see what I get here. Deal damage... Yeah, probably should go with him. Stealth and Poisonous. Yes, please. Yeah, it was a mistake. I forgot whatever damage he deals in general is going to kill the target. Oh, that was stupid. Why did I do that? What I could have did is I could have used that to attack the, this dude right here, the guy. What's his name again? Stone Hill Defender. I would have been able to kill him, like, just instantly if I targeted him. So, yeah, that was a mistake on my end. Oh, well. Oh, well. I don't know if he has anything to counter what I have here, though. Besides that guy, of course. Hopefully, I'll get another poisonous minion like my friend over here. Hopefully. Come on! Give me, whoop, that was the wrong button there. Give me a poisonous minion. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about! He doesn't have charge, which is sad. Now this is going smoothly right here. This is the beauty of the Hunter right here. The Hunter's Death Knight. This is the beauty of it. It's really, really strong. What's with all these Radiant Elementals? What's with all of these guys? Don't you have anything to trigger the fact that they're Elementals? See, Elementals work together. And if you play an Elemental the last turn, there are cards that play off of that. They better themselves because of it. Like there's certain Elementals that man, it's been so long since I used an elemental build, so I'm trying to remember what exactly kind of combos they actually have. Shoot. Let me get a bear shark, because I feel like it. I can't remember what kind of combos they have, but there are some cards that, strengthen elementals. The elementals work strong together. So, man, I'm having trouble explaining this. You know what? Nah. Ugh. Ugh. Elementals work together. So I'm trying to figure out why exactly he doesn't have anything that works with his elementals. I'm seeing him using a lot of elementals, but just not well, I guess he gave up there. Well played, dude. Well played. Good game. Oh, I'm just having so much fun in this update. I really wish I could record all of that, but I have very little space left on my phone. Oh, man, I really do wish I had my own laptop or my own computer so I can record a lot and hold a lot of space, but you know what? That's alright. I'm going to try to record a lot of Hearthstone videos for you guys. Why? Just in case you're wondering, well, the Lich King has his own missions available, and they are a lot of fun. I'm going to play some of those missions for you guys on this channel, probably give you guys a decent guide on how to beat the missions quickly, and at the same time, I'm going to show you guys how to have fun with it too, because there is an easy way to beat the Lich King boss. There is an incredible easy way to beat the Lich King. I'm just... I don't know if I'm going to play that build for Lich King levels. I'm probably going to play something a little more fun to see if I can have some fun with it. Because there is a cheap way and then there's a really fun way. And I'm going to try to do the fun way, but I am going to tell you guys a cheap way so you guys can beat the bosses pretty quickly. But alright, that's all the time I have left, my fellow gamers. Remember to leave a like, comment, and please do subscribe. I love playing RPG games on this channel. I love playing Hearthstone. I love playing Seven Knights, if that isn't already obvious. I love playing Seven Knights, so expect a lot of that here. It's a lot of gameplay videos. Expect a lot of those on my channel. But anyways, that's all the time I have left, my fellow gamers. Remember to leave a like, comment, and please do subscribe. Take it easy for me, alright? Bye. A moment of rage with Wraith King. Explosive trap! Give me explosive trap! No! No, it's not! Ah! Explosive trap! Please, no! Ah! Finally! Ah! Why? Why, game?